Okay, so I found the draft. Like I thought I'd lost the draft. Like, you know, it's just done and closed. So there's some bits I left out. So I have to just go off my notepad here. Okay, so there is this bit over here. Do a quick summary. So that's all the back. The outside in the men's area. This is like the front bit. What else is there? Yeah, that's the women's exit over there. So the guys had two exits at the back, so at the front on the main road, and then at the back side that was the two men's exit, and the women's on the side, and it was all crowded. And this is the first prayer, like at 9:30 in the morning. And it was just all too crowded. You just had everyone just standing outside, still trying to get in, and it was just like that for about 20 minutes straight. It was just going on and on. I pretty much walked around in circles trying to find my mum. Just trying to trace her phone. Yeah, I couldn't see it anyway. Didn't find her. I never did. See, the next clips is me running away. It was after this clip, so this is the don't do it, find any. Yeah, no, that's just clip that you can't even hear half of it. I was walking away because someone had like some kind of scent that just made me want to puke. It didn't like smell bad or anything. It just made me like involuntarily just want to feel puke. Don't know what it was, but it's definitely some kind of Arabic smell, and I must have been allergic to it. That's just what I think it was. And then I went to the back. Now this is the 9:30 prayer. You know, it's already finished and cleared out, and it's pretty much near 10:30ish. So, which is why I looked a bit desolate. Before there was a lot more cars going back and forth everywhere and people standing about. Sort of a desolate road down. Because it's a bit loud. We've got the ugly car. I don't know why. Every time I look at that car, I'm just like, oh, that's an ugly looking Tesla. Don't know, I've got something wrong with it. It's just, I don't like the look of it. Specifically that model. Which I have no idea which one that one is. But there's just this one where the top is just thinner. It just doesn't agree with me. All the other models are okay. But this one, no. Just no. And there's a bouncy castle on the left. Someone put up a red bouncy castle next to one of my mum's old friend's house. And there were these stairs. Let's see, there was some bits. Yeah, there's 3 floors. Okay, so this is the Quran part. Somewhere. Yeah, this is it. It's really loud. Painfully loud. Oh god, this is so loud. Nope. What? Why? But basically, there's you see, you have your normal size Quran, which is like 2 palms length. Don't know what measurement I'm using here. And then there's this giant jumbo size on the size of like a small coffee table. I've seen it used in the past. Back they had an Arabic school. They probably still do. No idea what their new timetable is. But at the time, I must have been like 10 or something, around that age. And I saw like an old Nigerian or something woman pull out this big book. We didn't get to use it, obviously, of course. Only the adults. So that was one of the times I actually seen someone actually use it, and it just turns out to be another normal Quran, just in big font, massive font. Let's see, the next bit is back downstairs because we get kicked out. So we have a guy coming saying, "Go everyone downstairs." So you have 3 floors. It's essentially 3 main floors, 3 big floors. And then the women's side, they have these 2 areas where I'm sitting here, where I'm filming from. Above my head is a tiny little room It's not too small, but it's probably bigger than someone's bedroom by like 2 times, because it's a long room. And they have like little windows that creep out, open up a little bit, and you can see the lads downstairs. What is wrong with that room? I don't know. But it's on top of the pillars. There's pillars behind me there. Yeah. So at some point, I feel like I must have lost something here somewhere. So the timing is around like the prayer starts at 11 or around 10:55ish, somewhere between there. Time feels real off because like it felt like you were in there for quite a while. So all of a sudden it just teleports and I'm leaving the bin. I'm like, those bins at some point just going past 11 of 17. Unless the clock on my phone is broken again, which it always is. I was going to put in a little joke, and it's quite painfully loud. I think this was a clip here, this one here. And the clip, the joke was going to be, well, not exactly a joke, more of a little quiz. I spy my letter I, something beginning with H. I'll probably say something what it is at the end. Yeah, quick little fade thing there. Some of the things I'm going to say about it. The speaker systems, they were reinstalled, they're all completely done. Because on the 3rd floor, back then they didn't have much of the 3rd floor, it was just being redone. But before that, it was just more of a storeroom. Nobody was allowed to go up there. I couldn't get the door open. We had plenty of kids just go up and down, including myself. It's probably when I was around 10ish. We were like 7, 10, 12, around that age. And it was just storeroom for chairs and books, maybe. You couldn't see through the door much because they got new doors as well. So once they brought it all open, they redid it all. So they put carpets down. That was brand new carpets, so it must have had like some horrible flooring or just something. I don't know what they could have had for the floor then. I'm not going to say cement. That's just, you have that for a foundation. Unless you have a steel structure, and then just have some kind of beams or layers or something going on. It might be just wood, or they could have just done thin slabs or something. So they redid the speaker systems. This was probably after they redid the 3rd floor, because they had to redo it. Back then they had to redo it all over, because the 3rd floor didn't have any speakers. They had nothing going on there. And you didn't have a TV screen up there either. And they bought that about, like, once they've done that floor, maybe like a year or something on there. So they didn't have these TVs downstairs either, and that's new. So when they redid the speakers, they installed all that in. Let's see, I'm going to just see what else is on. I've got my notes. Yeah, it's an Arabic session. So around one of these clips, which was probably just before they started, so that was probably before 11, so maybe 11:45ish around there. The guy gives an announcement and he tells all the guys who just come in, go back out, get your shoes from Grove Street. I think, is it Grove Street or Hanover Street? I don't remember what the street was called. But basically, he just said, go back out, get your shoes back in, because they're going to lock that entrance, which is right at the back there. That's the main front door. They're going to close it so that the ladies go through that entrance stairs to the upstairs, because there's stairs there. And we will just be locked in the 1st floor. I don't know what else. There were some other bits. So the women's, they were gonna get the 1st, 2nd. They already had the 1st and 2nd floor, but they also got the 3rd floor for some reason as well. And we just got the 1st. We just got that ground floor, just this floor over here. And there wasn't much people. It was barely like 70% full. There's still plenty of rows at the back, like 5, 7-ish rows at the back, just empty. So that was the second one around 11. They started. I do probably have old pictures for the third floor, but I'll never find them. That's just the cloud storage thing is like 6 terabytes. Might have surpassed 6 terabytes at some point. I'll never find anything in there. There's just screenshots somehow. I've got screenshots over 30,000 screenshots. Don't know how that happened. So after some time, I start leaving. I didn't get any dates. On the third floor on the window shelf, there was just an empty box just full of date seeds and no dates. So this time I normally get some like dates every time I go. I get some dates. This time I just got 2 small bottles of water. So at some point I'm leaving, and this clip it says it's at 11:17. So that's where I assume we've finished. So somehow it just happened in 15 minutes. Bam, gone. So I'm coming out here trying to find my mum. At some point I do find her, and we go and have like shawarma. I get shawarma, we both get shawarma. She gets lamb, I get mix. At like a different place, because I haven't tried these shops, so I just thought, just pick one. Let's not go to the usual, just pick one, because I've got like 7-8 brand new establishments that I've never gone into. And they're not barely like 2 years old. Like, I haven't gone into any of them in like 2 years. They all opened up after COVID, because during COVID it just killed off a load of businesses. So these new ones started appearing up. I mean, at some point, about half a year ago from now, about half a year-ish, the haircut places they had, say like 3 shops, but I could only find 2 of them, because the third one was just hidden away on the side somewhere and I forgot about it. And at some point for work I needed to get my haircut done. And I could never get it done. Every time I went, and I'm like, I have to go to work, but still I had to go and get this done, because they're not open on some days, and the days I was in work, they were open then. So I went, and I'm just waiting there for like 4, 5, 6 hours. God. But mostly it was around 4 hours, or 2.5 to 4.5 hours. I did that for like 4 or 5 days straight, in a row. In the end, I did get it, but I just didn't go to that guy's shop anyway. I was had enough. And every time I went, there was 2 on Lodge Lane. I always went into the small one, because it was super busy. He's a lot faster, I guess. In like 40 minutes fast. I mean, that's, in a way, it's fast. Because I did find someone who did it in 30 minutes flat. Bam, that was like really awesome. It's so fast. Never had a haircut that quick before. And that was a lot of hair I had to get through, so which is why it took so long. So that guy was always full, but he's the shop I always went to all the time, just to check. He's like, when's the next turn? And he's just like, yeah, after 4 people. I'm like, okay, forget it. At some point there's like 7 people sitting on the bench, and I'm like, ugh. And then I went to the second shop, and then I just sat there 4 hours straight. That was horrible. Some days 2.5, some days 4.5. In the end, I didn't go. After 4 or 5 days, I found this other guy. Recently new opened up, and this one is not on Lodge Lane. It's along Princess Avenue, Princess Road, Avenue/Road, because one side is road and one side is avenue, and then you got Hyde Park Street on one of those roads, and up there they got a new one, which it used to be an old barber's, but for like women only. So when I went in, it was all weird. At the time, I was like 7 or something. It was so embarrassing to go in there. Never got my hair cut done. Did go in a few times to like, yeah, what's the price? Or do you do them or not? So I never got it done in that place when they had the women's one open. That thing closed down, it died, it stayed closed for a long time, for like years, like 5+ years sort of thing. And then we just meet new one opens, and it's this guy from like America or something. Like, he must have 30 years experience, 20 years experience in America. There you go. That's all I got from it. I couldn't understand what he was saying. But all I can get from it was like, oh, he's got 25+ years or 20+ years in haircut. It's really fast. And he only takes appointments. So he does card, he does cash, he has a little business card, and telephone number. You ring up, make an appointment, see what days he's got. And the first time I went in, he was full. So he said the next one would be the next day, and in the end I ended up doing like some Friday or something, one of those days, nice and early, get it done. I was amazed at how fast it was, and when I went in, we had one guy, he was doing all go bold, just go all, how long is this video, I don't know, oh no, 15 minutes, ratted on. Okay, let's cut in that short. Guy going bold for the first time, and he's asking some advice like, what do you do? What happens? This happens. And short version is you go bold. Skin at the top is all soft, so you give it some time and all hard, and just oil it a little bit. All your shampoo and everything. You don't have to do much. That's the nice thing about very, very short hair, and you don't have to do much work with it. Like the clean up and brushing and whatnot. Unless you have mine goes over 1 inch. Bam! It's curly crazy. And I'm still trying all sorts of stuff, trying to figure out how to keep it straight. But I don't want to kill it off with just hair gel all the time. Yeah, I haven't gone in ages because all this time too was just like solid week, all completely full. Like there's no gap. What the hell? And it's not open 7 days a week. It's only open around like 4 days or something around there. Let's see. Now I have no idea where I've rattled off to, so I'm gonna stop this bit. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So between Gamby Street and Kingsley Road, there's some road. And the funny thing is, so there's a house, like probably Bengali or some Deshi house. They got all these fancy plants, and you're like amazed. It's like, wow, really nice garden, a garden thing going on here. She's got all these Deshi pumpkins and like mustard plants. There was like green mustard plant, and you had a red one, so it was probably like a more older. I don't know if it's two different variants, like just in colours, or it's the same one, and the red one's just the older one. So me and my mum just gone past there. After I did manage to found her. So yeah, so we talked about that. Plants, went by, found some cats here and there. Didn't pet any of them because currently it wouldn't be a good idea for me to pet any of them because I'm kind of allergic to them a little bit. But right now it's like really bad, so I can't. I shouldn't pet them. I haven't. So went past some cats, walked away, did some shopping basically for Eid, and we got shawarma. She got lamb, I got mixed at a different establishment, so that's the short version. Got that, left, and I can't remember what else we did after that. I completely forgot, but there was an Eid celebration on that same day. I completely forgot about it. Like, I saw the poster and everything, completely forgot about it. It was in the afternoon around, like, maybe 2-3 till, like, 5 p.m. And you pay for tickets, come back at the Al Rahman Mosque. I think that's what the address was. I'm unsure what it was. Could be the centre next to it, because it did something similar, and it was next to that area. So next to the mosque is like a centre area, and then next to that is like a massive empty area they can use, car park or something. They can use that for things. Over a decade ago. A long time ago, more than 7 years ago. I had a goldfish, and they had a fair, and that's where I got the goldfish from. And I wasn't getting the fish from like winning anything, so we just brought the fish. We went to the guy and was like, "Can I just buy the fish?" My mum brought that up, and I had no idea you can do that. And I was like, "Mum, don't do this, that's cheating." I thought it was cheating. I thought it wasn't allowed, but oh well. Brought the fish. Don't know how much I spent. Got the fish though, right? But I don't have the goldfish anymore. Because I went overseas. And well, let's just say whoever had the keys to the house lost the damn keys straight away. So no one can get in, and well, they probably forgot about it. There's no one to look after the fish, the dead fish. Apparently, at some point, one of my aunts came over and she just threw it out. Right? I didn't get a fancy goldfish grave for the fish. All my cousins get to have graveyards for theirs. Like, what the hell? That was my first proper pet. Why can't I get a graveyard for? You could have just dug a hole and shoved the stuff in there. Yeah, oh well. That's too much work for them. Yeah, so my cousins, they got graveyards for the fishies. Rocks written in felt up or something. Close to felt up. With the names on there. I never had a proper pet after that. Never really got one. You know, in Bangladesh, there was a really rainy day going by, and wow, there's a jumping, flapping, small, long, eely fish just flapping about on the floor. Picked it up with some banana leaf, just some banana leaf nearby, because in that country you have banana trees in some sides of the road. Took it home, kept them. Even had a pet black prawn. Eventually they were lunch. For some goddamn reason I couldn't keep. Well, so there's that. How long is it? How is it 20 minutes already? Well, I'm just gonna randomly pause this. I'm not putting this on the time though. Happy Eid late Mubarak. Eid Adha. The those ones before the fasting one, and then this one's just to Eid. I don't have anything else on my. Well, I have one more bit on my notes, which is on the way to the Liverpool Library. This one is well, you can see that big, massive church from the distance, not too far away. Not the main library in town, the one near from Admiral Street, and then you keep going down, and then it's called some other street after that. I don't remember all of these streets very well. But on the way there's this cafe, like some kind of community cafe, so everything's just like crazy price. And they have a garden where you can sit out and have like a picnic in there with that whatever they serve, which is like a little grocery store and little cafe and sandwiches and teas, and they have a bit of a little plant area, so they have someone coming every Wednesday, bring in plants. I've asked on them, and they might bring one in. Red pumpkin plant, might get one. So they have it on every Wednesday. This is around morningish, early afternoon times, so you have to get there early. Right, what else? Yeah, that's it. That starts line 35. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're not gonna have any lychee plants. I don't think anyone has lychee plants. As got killed off during the recent house cleanup. The date plant survived. I don't know which type of date plant it is, like if it's male or female. Apparently, at some point, I read somewhere. I'm not gonna bother verifying it now. But at some point, I found out. Damn, there's like gender with date plants specifically, where the male ones just don't make any plants. I mean, don't make any fruits. Oh my god. And the female ones do. I just sat there going, what? So in the desert, you got these two types of date plants. One's not going to make any dates, one will. And one of the things on the shopping list, I've got some like proper dates, like not completely dried out, the closest to fresh you can get, which is just already ripened dates, and they're quite sweet, very sweet. Yeah, I'm going to have some at some point, like soon, because I've just remembered about them now. And one of the boxes is empty, and I only got 2 boxes. So I gotta find one box and hide some away, because my mom's gonna make them disappear. I'm not gonna find any more. Yeah, that's this is too long. This is too long. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't remember if there's anything else I want to put in, but the video was already getting too long, and it was already 5.5 minutes long. And I just wanted a short, and somehow I ended up getting 21 clips or so. There was some I took out some I added in, so about 21 clips. I'll put the links for like how I did the intro, outro, and that warning bit, like just the sources for them. which I did find a website. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. There was another website where I just had to put this massive detail of stuff I just didn't want to put in. This one, hopefully, I hope they don't come ringing to the doorbell saying you're gonna put even more stuff down. Oh God, no. So I'm just putting the links. I'm done. I don't want to put any more on. But yeah, I'll just try and use for like anything I do massive. Any massive ones I come up with, I'll just edit it and see how it goes. And I'll use some of their clips, a lot of their clips, just to do the intro. I gotta try something. Well, that's it for today. Eid Mubarak. Too late for it. The festival's gone. They might have some Eid trips. There's a guy named like Najib or something. Might still have his number. Could call him and say, hey, you got any trips still running? Because he's the guy who organises the trips, and he does all the way from the mosque trips, Arabic school trips. There's an Arabic school in Granby. There's an Arabic school at the mosque. An Arabic school at the some kind of Muslim centre thing. It's like a mini mosque on Hyde Park Street. There's another mosque down Lodge Lane, one of those roads down there from Lodge Lane. There's another mosque down there. They also do. He's got some connections, and he used to, with some other group of people, he used to run these small, like college sort of classes. They're not running them anymore. That whole building's been closed down. But they used to rent it out, and they used to run like maths, English, maybe some chemistry or something. I can't remember those. But they had maths, English, and Arabic, adult learning Arabic classes, and sewing class. They definitely don't do them now, because that building is no longer being rented. It's just closed. I don't even know. I don't think there's a sewing building thing in Wallington, but I think that's probably closed by now. But they used to do classes as well back then, and this was like 7 years ago. Long time ago. Okay, this video's getting too damn long. I mean, I'm not even editing, I'm just throwing it in. Yeah, I'm just throwing this video in as it is. Well, how did this happen? 27 minutes.